this session, we have Bob, Jason, and Paul. Our technical controller is Carl, and our marshal is James. Thank you, officials. You can now on the platform.
Welcome everyone to session 2 of the 2024 Weightlifting Festival. This is the Masters Tri-Nations, the first men's session of the day. We did just complete the women's session. Apologies, we did just skip out on the presentation. We had some technical connection issues. In the meantime, we can give you a look at the lineup today. You'll see a number of lifters lifting for Australia, New Zealand, Oceania. So we have a team of 10 males and 10 females competing in this, and it is a teams competition, so the Masters Sinclair formula will be calculated and added together, and then from that we will have an Oceania Tri-Nations team champion. Again, apologies for just missing that presentation, and we'll give you a quick look through out back as our athletes start to warm up. So that is our warm up as the men put on their final preparations to come out to the competition stage. So big lineup, 15 lifters to get through, a lot of lifting to come today. And this event is part of the 2024 Weightlifting Festival, Masters Tri-Nations, and then we move into the 2024 Oceania Weightlifting Championships, and that will be from Wednesday through to Sunday, an Olympic qualifier. Now, I do have the noise suppression coming through because we do have music in the stadium, and to suppress the noise so we don't get flagged for any copyright infringements, I might be the only thing you hear today as the athletes take to the stage. Meantime, I'm going to play you into the screen.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
Well, welcome back to the 2024 Weightlifting Festival. We are in the final moments before our athletes come back to the platform. This is our lineup for this morning. This is session 2, but it's the first Masters men's session, 15 lifters.
Rohan Mason for the first snatch of the session. Bar is loaded at 48 kilos. Your 1 minute clock has started.
So we're underway. And we will take to the platform. And our first lifter, Rohan Mason, representing Australia. .48 kilos on the bar, first attempt. And Rohan gets the competition underway with the majority decision. Good lift.
We have 49 kilos on the bar.
So we are underway. Thank you, Rohan. So it gets us started to arm's length. I'm joined in commentary this morning by Vesta Villalon, Commonwealth Games representative for New Zealand. How you going this morning, Vesta?
Pretty good. It's been a bit of a busy morning with the competition getting started, but it's been nice and exciting.
Always day one, right?
Yeah.
Day one, we start rushing around like headless chickens to make sure everything's going. It ends up being a bit of a problem-solving day. If anyone's ever been involved in the delivery of a weightlifting event before, there's usually a couple of things to iron out on day one, which is where we're currently at. We're getting there. I think we're doing a good job. That's current backstage. I think we're going to have a couple of 2-minute calls because Rohan's got a
Notice, can we please have 50
couple of lifts
kilos
following
on the
himself.
bar?
Looks like the call's just changed to Mark.
Yep, so that's the athlete. I'm just doing a bit of a scan for everyone at home. A few people. Yeah, we've got Mark Livingston prepping. You can see him just hiding in front of the grassroots banner on the other side. I'll skip around a little bit so everyone can see what's happening. So you would see a number of different bodyweight categories or body weights in this session. That's because this is not a standard competition. This is going to be what we call a Tri-Nations comp. 10 men in each team, Oceania, Australia and New Zealand. And at the end of it, we calculate all 10 and it is a total Sinclair score.
Oh, I did not know that one.
So here we have Mark not wasting any time and puts it up above like a rocket. So we'll go backstage while they tighten up because we've got a...
Call is now on board.
I can see Boris getting ready. I was just saying the ladies' session moves very quickly,
Thank you, Lotus, for us. Your 1 minute
but
clock
the men's session doesn't. But this is a testament to keeping strong for life. And here comes Boris. We'll follow him up on stage. Boris.
He's been around for a while, hasn't he?
He has been around for a while. And when we say that, we mean in terms of weightlifting. So Boris in his first attempt, 50 kilos. It's a decent weight. Oh, good work, Boris. Bar is hoisted to arm's length. And 3 white lights. got informed New Zealand record. So if you start on a record,
It's only up from there.
that will be, if you have 6 out of 6, a good day.
77 years of age as well, and still lifting.
Yep.
Pretty impressive.
If he was at Bunnings, that would have been a 2-person lift, so pretty impressive. We got coming to the main platform now. We have Rohan out for his second attempt. So 50 kilos. Oh, couldn't quite get. He got to arm's length, but just out in front.
How do you reckon the tactics are going to work around this, since it's not 1-for-1 as such?
Well, the first thing is that you want to come out and get a lift. So to contribute to your team total, you've got a total.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see some conservative openers for all of the athletes.
Thank you, Lotus.
Because you don't want to be that person that doesn't get the total.
Yeah.
So Rohan already has a snatch, so it's not concerning that he's missed this. Obviously, from a personal perspective, but from a team perspective, he is already into the competition.
Yeah, he's got points on the board.
Yeah. And then it's about, I guess, collectively building a total and that you can contribute that will add. So for everyone at home, you might hear a bit of silence between the lists because we do have music in the background, but because we are live streaming, we can't let that music come through the live stream because we get flagged for copyright. So over the course of this comp, we're going to try and draw the audio from the platform as best as possible without the music in the background. So it's a bit of a technical nightmare to have vibe and atmosphere in the stadium without getting in trouble at home. So we've got a bit of a waiting game. No. Rohan's coming to the platform. Let's follow him slowly up.
So this is his third and final attempt in the snatch.
Born in 1946.
What's that? 78 years of age.
He's done well too.
Looks easy.
Yeah. Well done, Rohan. That was he just gave it a little bit more on that compared to the previous. Previous he left it out in front. He wasn't going to leave this last one out in front. Lots of height. So much elevation, and he just throws that. Snuck the right elbow in.
Yeah, I noticed that one, and I think the centre ref saw it as well.
Let's go back to the scoreboard. So that's your scoreboard at the moment. We do have Boris, you'll just see behind the scoreboard, making his way to stage. As mentioned, I am joined in commentary this morning by Vesta Villalon, Commonwealth Games representative. Here's Boris for his second attempt, 52 kilograms. I think that's good if you ask me. Majority decision, good lift.
I think that one might have been a bit of a pause at the thigh.
That's called a, what do they call that, a hitch?
I'm not sure.
Sorry, missed it. We'll go back, get John to rewind that real quick. There we go. Just, he's got to keep the, oh, did it stop?
Slow motion didn't really show it very well,
Yeah.
I think. But I think that might have been what the ref saw on the...
You know what? Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
He
two
got
white
the-
lights.
He's off the platform.
Yeah.
And he's out of there. Soon as you got the white lights, you run. You're gone.
Act
Yep.
like you got it.
Okay, here comes a favourite of mine, Andrew Dobman. Joined me in commentary at the Masters World cup. He's looking lean and mean, that's for sure. See how he goes with his first attempt at 53. Oh, good speed under the bar. And good lift. Good way to start the comp. Very mobile.
Now, Masters have new weight classes now, don't they?
Yep.
They don't match the senior ones?
No, so this is a United Masters Weightlifting Federation. This is actually the first event of a new federation for Masters. So there is a change in weight category, but today's event, we're not worried about weight categories. It's about the Sinclair formula.
Yes. Yeah.
That's great mobility for a Masters athlete. I was talking to Andrew yesterday. He's into his surfing. Keeps you active, mobile, limber. Really gave us some really nice feedback yesterday that he came back because we did such a good job at the Masters World Cup last year. He said he didn't want to miss out. So
yeah, we're definitely getting an improvement in our events. Even our nationals are looking at like world-class events now, which is awesome to see.
Here's Boris. This is his third. I think that's okay too. Yep, referee say.
Well, there's 3 white lights on that one.
Well done, Boris. So what did you work out Boris to be?
77.
77 years of age. Throwing 58 kilos overhead like that. That's great lifting. Good work, Boris. So
Paul is on rent for his first attempt.
let's go back to the scoreboard. We'll just give everyone a little look at what's happening at home. So
Thank you, ladies. Grant, your 1 minute clock has started.
we have Grant Boyd. He's lifting for the Oceania team. So he's got a big piece of tape across his chest because he's not representing New Zealand today. He is an Oceania athlete. And it is a good lift.
Good lift.
Nice easy power snatch there.
Yep. As mentioned, I reckon a lot of the athletes will be taking a more conservative opener, given that it's a team competition for the Masters and they don't want to risk not getting a lift.
You don't want to be the one guy that loses a little bit of points in the team.
Yeah. So we're going to come back to the main stage because Mark Livingston is out for his second attempt, 55 kilos.
It's 2 or 3 red lights.
He got that to overhead, but it was I think it was more of a muscle snatch. It's a very impressive muscle snatch.
Yeah.
Just took it to there and then pressed it further above. Just not what we needed to see. We needed to see him move under the barbell. So go back to the scoreboard.
I guess this format would make it less of an individual event, wouldn't it? And make it more of a team.
Well, yeah, once you're finished lifting or you'll come out to, you've pretty much got your fingers crossed for your team members that they all go out and be successful.
Yeah.
I always liked team aspects. We used to have a lot of team aspects to weightlifting. Oceania champions, there's teams.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the countries really sought those awards, and we've got them again this year. We've got team champions for the Oceania as well.
Yes, yeah, for like best males and best females,
Yep.
seniors and juniors.
Senior, junior, youth, best junior, youth and senior teams. best overall lifters. So there's quite a bit on stake. So for those wondering, this is the Masters Tri-Nations, but tomorrow we start with the Oceania Championships, which is a Paris 2024 Olympic qualifier. It's the first time we've hosted Oceanias in New Zealand for quite a period of time. He's not wasting any time. Mark is...
Unfortunately, I think the same issue there again.
Yep, but he does take away 50 kilos, so he has entered the comp, which is the most important aspect.
Call is now on Andrew for his second attempt.
I think the issue here is that he's got to move himself under the bar a bit more rapidly. He's just kind of taking the bar to a press. It's not fast enough to overhead that the referees can say it was not a press. So that's where we're...
Thank you, loaders. Andrew, your 1 minute clock has started.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the main stage. You'll see Andrew Dodman coming in from the side. Second attempt, 56. Oh, not quite. Left it forward.
What do you reckon he needs to get that one?
I don't know. I was just looking at where his eyes are, and he's looking quite high in the stadium. And then when, like it's a steely look, isn't it? Don't get much more focus than that. But because his visual point is so high, it actually keeps his chin quite high when he receives the bar as well.
Yeah.
And it doesn't let his head come through to position the bar above his head. So this is just my personal coaching perspective.
Yeah.
I'd maybe take a more of a neutral focal point forward.
I guess you got like different extremities, like the Chinese look down
Right down,
almost.
yeah.
Just to get their head through.
But the focal point really promotes where your head then follows.
Yeah.
I don't know, different coaching styles around the world, I guess, might be different on that, because the high focal point helps with the pull off the ground.
Yeah.
But then the high focal point, if you don't switch it, blocks you from your overhead position.
Yes.
We're going to get side and slow. He's coming back out on stage.
Oh. Not wasting any time. Still got a minute on the clock before...
I
he
don't
needs to
mind
take a
this
lift.
because it means that we can get through these lifters nice and quickly.
Yeah.
He's in good shape. Look at the lean.
Nice. That was a lot better.
Yeah. So again, what did we see? Let's have a look. What did we see change that could help? Why did he get it?
Call is on Grant for his second
Still
attempt.
went through that same set process. Did he just try and place the bar further back? That's the question. That was a big... Spends a lot of time in that setup.
Thank you, loaders. Grant,
Greg.
your 1 minute clock has started.
Yeah, he
Very
gets,
quick under.
gets the head further forward. Okay, I'm going to quickly come out of that because Grant Boyd is out on platform.
Hold. Fought for that one.
And that is a good left.
That's a good lift.
Loaders, can we please have 60
Still yet to see a New Zealand representative come out yet.
Well, that's not a bad thing for our perspective. Not that we're biased, being two news, but the higher they come out, the bigger the scores. But whilst we're looking at those scores, I'll just watch Grant's next attempt because that was a beauty. Had
Thank
to
you,
have a
loaders.
quick
Grant,
shuffle
your 1
back.
minute clock has started.
Did well to secure that. Good work, Grant. He's on the team. This Oceania team's getting some points. Here's Reno. He's coming out for the Oceania team as well. This is his first attempt.
Oh.
Didn't get the arms to length. He gave us a surprise with the split
He
snatch.
did. Bit of an old school movement there.
Yep.
Getting coached by Cam McTaggart out the back.
I can't imagine Cam's taught him the split snatch, but
No.
I think Cam's looking after him potentially.
Yeah, just on the day, I would assume.
So my understanding of the split snatch, which is what we just saw, is that it was incorporated early into weightlifting technique because initially the movement of the snatch, the bar was not allowed to touch the body.
Yeah.
So the bar used to float forward of the body, and you'd use the split snatch to step yourself under the bar to create your body with a bit of forward momentum because the bar didn't let you pivot off it. So it was almost a required movement
Yeah, to gain more stability under it.
to get yourself more under it,
Oh,
if
okay.
anything. Yeah. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. There's not much happening out the front.
History lessons from Richie Patterson.
Someone may be able to correct me, but that's as soon as they changed the rules around the bar being able to touch the body, the techniques drastically shifted towards more of the full snatch
Okay.
without having to split position.
Were they still doing a squat like some people still doing a squat position back then, or was everyone just split?
Most people were just split snatching. So, yeah. Okay, who we got? We're following Reno out for his second. He's going to have to take this to arm's length a bit more aggressively. Yeah,
That looks a lot better.
much better lift.
That is a good lift.
He's into the comp, and the Oceania team will be relieved that he has.
For his first
He certainly just gave it more.
Yeah. Getting those nerves out of the way on the first lift, I think, is pretty important.
Like, this is a big stage for these athletes to step out on. I know at home you can't quite see. This is a 3,000 seat stadium that these guys are walking into. Yeah, he got given the down signal.
photos. Can we have 62 Titan on file?
I think he got given the down signal. I think he was just showing off for a second there.
Did he hold on to it for?
He held on to it for a while after the down signal. And had a look, all three referees. Maybe he just didn't hear the down signal.
Photos, Grant, your 1 minute clock has started.
He just stood there forever. Maybe he's just enjoying the moment. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go back to Grant. This is his third attempt, successful with 55.60. 62 now to extend. Oh, good
Nice.
lift, Grant. Referees,
And that is a
so
good,
good
lift.
lift.
Much better than his previous one.
Can we please have 64 kilos on the bar?
Yeah, he just got the line better. His previous weren't bad. He
No.
just had them back a little bit. That one
Yeah.
just,
That one allowed him to stand up a lot easier, I think, versus having to chase it back a bit. But
it's one of those last snatches where it might even be around your best and you just nail it and you're like, oh,
should have done that one there before.
or I had so much more in me, right?
Yeah.
It's always when you nail those perfect lifts, it could be 100% at your best ever lift, and if you just get it right, you're like, wow, I've got a lot more. Okay, we've got Reno coming to the platform. Oh, good work. Good snatch.
Just looked like that first one was a little bit of nerves.
I reckon. He got into like a bit of a rhythm, I reckon.
Yeah.
Felt good. Gets the high five from the coach off the side.
All right, I think we've got our first New Zealand lifter on the platform next.
Just watching Reno throw out that split snatch. Keeping it masters.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple of changes happening on the platform.
Bring out the blues for the 65 kilos.
Yeah. Changes happening. Next up on the platform, Andy Jameson. Here he comes. He wanted us to give a shout out to ANZ Bank. BNZ. Oh, got to get that right. Jeepers. Okay. I got quickly like, no, wrong bank. BNZ Bank. There you go. All tuning in. Did not know Andy worked for the BNZ. Well, he's banked that one.
Yep.
Yeah. Plenty of interest as well, no doubt, from BNZ in watching this.
How long were you holding on to that one for?
I don't know. Yeah, they say it's time in the market, isn't it? And Andy's done his time. He is a Masters athlete.
Yeah.
Paying off in dividends. Sorry, we're going to have fun with this BNZ now. There's Andy. Successful with 65.
Thank you, loaders. Anthony, your 1 minute clock has started.
Not much happening out on stage. Let's go have a look out the back. Anthony Harvey just walked past, so he'll be making his way. There's Andy sitting next to Richie Wong. Here's Anthony. Anthony has a daughter that does weightlifting, Lauren, so no doubt they're here supporting him. Oh, he's got
Another
split
split.
snatch. God, look at his socks. They're beautiful. I think he's got a multiple sock game, because at the last event I saw him, he had some beautiful socks on too.
Definitely makes him stand out.
Yeah. They're not even matching socks. He's got stripes and checks.
I think polka dot's one of them.
Oh, is it polka dots?
Yeah.
I have to have a close look at that next time. Yeah.
You got Richie Wong, who was just coaching a second ago, and now he's
Lifting. I don't think Richie's done any training for this.
I don't think Richie ever does training.
Oh, he's still flexible.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good lift.
It's those genetics, eh?
Yeah. Richie is actually in the New Zealand coaching team for the Oceania Championships. So he'll be taking a lot of athletes to the platform over the next few days. So pretty good. Good start, Richie. Well done. And good lift.
And he's holding it again.
Yep.
That is a good lift.
He's enjoying his time on stage.
I remember growing up and watching Peros Dimas.
Having a look around at all the referees.
Yeah.
Robert for his first attempt.
Well, you work so hard to get to these comps, you might as well
Yes,
'Cause
six lifts and it's over. You might as well make them last a bit longer.
stand there and enjoy the spotlight. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Good man.
Thank you, Lotus. Robert, your 1 minute clock has started.
There's not a lot of action happening out the back. Let's have a little gander, shall we? So that's the waiting room. Looks like Anthony Harvey is getting ready. That's the change board.
I think
Bit of action there.
Robert's got the call.
There's a lot of people standing around. Everyone reading the board. And that's the warm-up space out the back. A couple of changes happening.
So Robert went up to 72, so now the call has been moved to Anthony at 68.
So this is where the athletes all prepare themselves. In the meantime, Anthony is coming back to the stage. Go to the thing. The majority decision, good lift. Having a good day.
Call is on in.
Did we get a close-up of his socks?
No, we'll ask John for the next shot. Let's have a look at his socks on a nice tight. Yeah, maybe when he steps into it. That's a really good lift. Well, here comes the second investment from Andy. He banked his first lift on 65. And it's an extra 4 kilos that he's just deposited to his account. And he's now at 69.
Let's see if he can gain some interest on that on the third attempt.
Yeah. So, BNZ, you've given us a good opportunity to talk about savings. There you go, Andy. It's a beautiful lift.
Thank you, Lotus. Anthony, your 1 minute clock has started.
So, Andy, 2 from 2. It's on the scoreboard. So we have Anthony Harvey coming
Let's
out.
See those socks, eh?
It's- Oh, not to be. He got it to length pretty quick, but maybe that elbow turnover was just a bit too sluggish for what the referees were looking for. That's the slow-mo sock walk. There you go. Thanks, John, for giving us a quick couple of skips.
Lotus, please have 72 kilos on the bar.
So we're just looking at his lockout.
Robert, with his first attempt.
Yeah, just
Just that right arm a little bit, isn't it?
wasn't bad.
No.
Just wasn't as strict as his previous lifts.
Do have some tough judges down here in the Oceania region.
We do. And you got a lineup of Kiwi judges on at the moment, which is even, we're pretty tough on the old standards. There's Robert. And Robert's into the competition. Robert did his first ever weightlifting comp at the start of this year.
Oh, really?
Yep. So he's been thrust into the spotlight. He did the Battle of the Bridge to qualify, and they asked him if he'd lift for the Oceania contingent. It was really tidy, though. Oh, not to be on that one.
Photos. It's 73 kilos on the bar. Paul is on Richard for his second attempt.
So Richie taking a 6 kilo jump to 73.
Kilometers. Richard, your 1 minute count has started.
Let's follow Richie out. This first one looked mighty comfortable. Oh, it's a great lift. The thing, right, when you're a coach, you gotta demonstrate.
Yeah.
Photos. We have
Otherwise, your athletes are going to be ripping into you in training.
It's really good, like, position-wise.
Yeah, he's got a very good overhead lockout, doesn't he?
Can't fault that. Really good structure.
Thank you, letters. Andy,
Great
your
lift,
1 minute
Rich.
clock
Well
has
done.
started.
Just got a bit of leg, as mentioned. Here comes the third installment of Andy Jameson. $73 kilograms.
Oh, nice.
Here's 3 from 3. He's pretty happy.
Photos. Hoopers have 75 kilos on the bar. Paul is on Johan for his first attempt.
He'll be pretty happy about these lifts. They're all very tidy. Good structure overhead.
I think he was telling me earlier, as long as he can snatch his age, he'll be happy.
Good
So,
way to think about it.
yeah. I was like, but you're only getting older, so your lifts have to keep going up.
Yeah. Well, I think the BNZ tuned in and he put on a show. Well done. Stick around. He will be back later for the clean and jerk.
Thank you, letters. Johan, your 1 minute clock has started.
Yep. BNZ, you got to go back to work now. Johan, let's have a look at the scoreboard. Well, that's a good scoreboard. Lots of green. So, and these, I wasn't expecting it, but the guys were actually rattling through this quite quickly, which is what I really enjoy. And Johan is into the competition, 75. And what's great about this is we're watching these Masters athletes come out and lift, but these are our referees. Like Andy's a IWF category referee. He's going to be reffing for the rest of the week here as well. Johan, again, refereeing, helping out with the comp. It's the weightlifting community. We all contribute. I'm on the New Zealand Olympic Committee Athletes Commission, and we talk about athlete voice. And I was like, it's not really a problem in our sport because athletes do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't be run without people giving back to the sport. So
Yeah. I thank you for giving me your week, Vesta. Thanks for coming up to support me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Looked like you needed it.
Yes. Yesterday was an emotional setup day. It was a lot of work. Yeah, that was a hard day. Okay, here we have Robert. Back to the stage, 76 kilos. He was good on his first. And he's good on his second too. Good work, Robert.
Loaded. We have 77 kilos on the bar, please.
If you are tuning in, if you want to provide comment, you have to subscribe. It shouldn't be too hard. There'll be a button that's on YouTube that says subscribe. Catch the end of Robert's last lift, sorry. And then after 5 minutes, it'll allow you to write comments. So suggestion is when you follow this, subscribe now. I'll let you comment for the rest of the week. But we just have to have that subscription to stop all of the bots from commenting. Here's Richie Wong for his third. He's got a fresh cut for the comp. Yeah, nice. Great lifting. So, Richie lifting for the Oceania team.
Oh, is he?
Yep, that's why he's not wearing his New Zealand suit. He has represented New Zealand at Masters level before.
I think he did last year.
Yeah,
didn't he?
the Masters World Cup. So he's wearing his club suit today because he's actually representing Oceania. And I do believe he has some Fijian heritage.
Yes. Amongst others.
78 remains on the bar.
In fact, when we announced this Oceania team, there was one of the first people who said, "Oh, you could represent your Fijian heritage." What's happening out the back?
Got 4 more lifters left in the snatch portion.
Yep. Still a couple of snatches. Who's that? That's Ian putting his final touches on his warm-up. 80 kilos.
I think his name's Emilio, just FYI.
Emilio. Oh, is that? Sorry, not Ian. I got the wrong person. Yep.
I think Ian is coaching him.
Okay. Lots of people standing around the scoreboard. Most of them don't realise there's a camera that pans around. Johan. So that's the athlete waiting. The grassroots waiting area. Massive thank you to Grassroots Trust for supporting this event. It's allowed us to be here in the Drew Drop Event Centre. This is an amazing venue. We'll try and have a look around for you shortly.
I remember back when I started, it was just a platform on the floor in a big hall. And now we've got a stage and
I remember watching you at
setup.
secondary schools, and I think we were lifting on 2 pieces of plywood. So now we've got this massive stage. There's Johan. This is his second attempt, 80 kilos. Beautiful. Nice, real smooth lift, that one.
That is a good lift. We have 80 Titan, please. Call now goes back to Robert.
So, bus being loaded to 80. There's Johan. Just got that sweet spot where it just sits right on top.
Makes it a lot easier to stand up.
It's the waiting area. That is Emilio, but the call is not on Emilio. It is actually on Robert, who is on the main platform. Let's follow him up.
And this will be his final attempt.
Yep. It's good lift. We'll be happy with that.
Not bad for a second competition.
Second ever competition and first international. Right.
Call is Joshua for his first attempt.
The crowd slowly building here. Never easy in the middle of a work day. I do know there's going to be a lot of people coming in during the week.
Got some schools coming in, don't we?
From tomorrow, we have schools coming in every day. So as part of the Oceania Weightlifting Championships, we are running a activation program with the schools, which is in conjunction with the New Zealand Olympic Committee, where the schools come in and they have a 45-minute talk from an Olympian, and then they come in and watch. Here's Joshua. First attempt. A little bit of a shaky start, but
Good left.
arms width to length, and he was stable. I think that was a bit of nerves,
Call on Johan for his third attempt.
because it didn't look like it was very heavy for him. Took off like a rocket.
Just a little bit of overhead stability, it wasn't a little bit of a jump forward.
Yeah, just
I wonder
there, he
if
took
that-
his time.
Yeah, I wonder if that just threw off his line a little bit.
I reckon it was nerves. Just had that like adrenaline kind of look to it.
Yeah.
So he's into the comp. That's what matters most.
So far, so good. Everyone's got a snatch on the board.
Yeah.
So
Well, not to be biased, but the good thing is that I only see Kiwi sitting at the back, and that means they're lifting heavier weights. Emilio's at the side of the platform by the grassroots entry. Here's Emilio. This is his first attempt, 85 kilos. Referees. What do the referees say?
waited a while. Majority decision there.
Why the red?
I think
What's your? I'm saying right arm.
yeah.
Just, ooh, he got away with it.
It was just a little bit slow.
Yeah. It was a little bit slow. Easy to pick up in slow motion, but not necessarily as easy in real time. And that's what the referees are presented with, real-time
And this
decision making.
is Ishan. He's the last lifter to show face on the platform.
His first attempt, 85. We know he's a very good lifter. And he's into the competition. Good lift.
That is also a New Zealand Masters record.
Oh, he's opened on a Masters record.
That is, we have 85 Titans on the
We were just talking about being conservative in your openers. Obviously not. Really good set position. Good overhead position. Had to work a little hard. Small step back. He's okay. He's into the comp. That's what we wanted to see. Go back to the main platform because Johan is out for his third at 85 kilos.
Oh, hold.
And he's done well. Good work, Johan. Great to see the New Zealand, well, all the teams, the women's lifters, coming out the back and supporting their teammates now, because as we said, this is a team competition.
Yeah, although it might seem like an individual sport, I think once you get onto Oceania teams, you definitely find there's more of a team feel to it, and a lot of bonding going on behind the scenes.
So I was invited out to talk to the New Zealand youth, junior and senior team the other night. Lots of new lifters, new faces into the New Zealand teams. Got to present 6 new lifting suits to new athletes. First time ever representing New Zealand, which is a real special moment.
That's pretty cool to
Can
see.
you remember your first New Zealand team?
My first news, back in 2009, I believe it was Commonwealth Championships in
Where was that held?
in Malaysia.
Penang.
Yes.
Okay, I remember that comp. Yep. Yes, I was at that comp. Okay, who we got? We got Joshua out for his second at 88 kilograms. Here he comes to the stage. Oh, just forward. He'll have another attempt at that. Just almost threw his hip at it and left it out the front. It's like a real strong contact forward. Just pushed that bar forward ever so slightly. What could we do to correct that, Vesta?
I'd say probably get a little bit more finish. I think one cue that you gave me that really paid off was to push through the floor.
Yeah.
And it just helped straighten up the line.
So it's an odd one, that one, isn't it? I believe that weightlifting is more of a you're pushing off the ground rather than pulling off the ground. When you push, you go up, and when the opposite of up is down, and ultimately everything stacks on top rather than back and forth with a pull. Just waiting out the back. I'm just going to go to the warm-up space. Yeah, that's it. Okay, Josh is back for his third attempt.
Oh, nice. That was a lot better.
He's like 89 kilos on a bar. Taliban Emilio for his second attempt.
Right. We're getting down towards our last few lifts of the comp. We're at 4 remaining. Emilio and Ishan. 89 kilos for Emilio. No, it just looked a bit too much. He does have another lift. The good thing is he's in the comp.
Yeah. Look like Ishan might be having his own private battle, just taking 1 kilo more than Emilio.
Yeah.
But they are on the same team, so...
Yeah, it's always nice to be the last lifter, though.
Yeah.
So the call is on Emilio. It's Ishan. Grassroots waiting area. There's Emilio. Maybe he's going to try and buy some time for himself. Is he moving up?
Looks like Ian's getting ready to make a change. Yeah, and there he goes.
So that what that does is it just makes a change, and that slows the clock down for them. Did he get it in before the first 30 seconds?
Don't know if that was his
Declared weight?
declared or his change weight as well. Right?
I reckon he missed it.
I think it looks like he did. That
Yeah,
looks like
he-
a declared one.
They didn't declare it in time. So for those wondering, you have to declare your intentions within the first 30 seconds, and that he didn't declare it fast enough, so therefore he's stuck at the same weight. That's why you've got to be quite aware out the back as a coach. If you stand around talking too much, you miss out on making the opportunities to make changes. So here he comes. We'll come follow him out on stage. Emilio. He's going to have to give this the petrol, because he didn't give it enough on the previous. Just too much today. He does have his opening success though. Just never really looked like getting under this.
Yeah. It's like he just does the pull and then it's definitely high enough. Maybe just a bit more commitment.
Commitment issues?
Probably.
No. Never a good thing. Okay. We're down to our final two lifts, and it's the same athlete. Ishan will get 2. He set a New Zealand record in his first lift, so this is an extension of that. It's 90 kilos. It's a big lift, weighs 73.24 in 1969.
Oh.
Not to be.
Guys, they know lift. We'll have another chance to get 90 kilos. Can we have that Titan, please, loaders?
So there'll be a 2-minute call. So this was committed.
Yeah.
Maybe just a bit of a swing.
Definitely fast under the bar. I thought he had it for a second.
Nice line. Oh, just. Oh.
Can just come down to a millimeter, can't it?
Yeah, I was just going to say you don't really need to change anything. In fact, go out the back and just do exactly the same, but just maybe hold on for dear life a little harder. That's the good thing about that. Right? The good thing about that is that the thing about weightlifting is you know how to get yourself out of a position, and that's how we reduce the rate of injuries, is by teaching people how to fail lifts. So not hold on to that, get out of the way. So this is our scoreboard. On the completion of this lift, we will have a 10-minute break before the clean and jerk. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this coverage. Over the course of the day, we will fine-tune the audio settings. Hopefully get a bit more platform audio. We're just trying to suppress the background noise so we don't get flagged by YouTube. Okay, Nissan is ready to come to the bar.
This is the last snatch of the session.
Whoa.
Much better fight there.
Yeah, he's pumped.
Another big good lift. It's time furthering his massive snatch record.
That's how you finish the comp. I don't mind that at all. And that's exactly what he just did, right? We said, come back out, don't change a thing.
Yeah.
And he just executed it, and you just see the grimace because he fought for it a bit harder.
Yeah.
Get the opportunity to watch this in slow-mo. Drags it. And then just worked hard to not let that go that time. Stood, waits for the referees to all agree. You don't want to put it down early.
Definitely seen a few people make that mistake before.
He was pretty pumped. Let everyone know about it too. So that is our snatches. We got through that pretty quick. Well done, guys. So as you can see, the clock is at 9 minutes. That's the break. It counts down. And we will join you back here in approximately 8 minutes, 50 seconds. We'll be back with you shortly.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
Well, welcome back. We're in the final seconds in the session 2 break, which is the first men's session of the Masters Tri-Nations. That's our lineup after snatches. That's a pretty good scoreboard. And we have Rohan ready to go. So we're going to go back to the main platform and join Rohan from Australia. 2 from 3 in the snatch. Finished on 50 kilos. So here he is opening his account on 58 in the clean and jerk.
A no lift.
Majority decision, no lift. Joined in commentary by Vesta Villalon. Vesta, what do you see there?
I'm not too sure, actually. Let's see what the replay shows us.
No issues with the clean.
Nah.
Lots of strength. Does he get it to arm's length? Was it that left arm just pressed out a little bit?
Yeah, just as he was making the recovery by the looks of it.
He's got 2 more attempts, and he's going to want to get those on the board. It's happening out the back. A lot of standing around in the grassroots trust waiting area. There he is. Coral. The wise words of advice.
Over here. The clock is reset. Cole is on row 5 for his second attempt at 58 kilos.
Certainly looks like he's nice and relaxed.
It's always a good way to be. It's good to not let the pressure get to you.
Yeah.
Something that I learned pretty late in my career.
To just relax a little bit.
Yeah. When I'd missed that opening attempt, there was...
Heart rate goes up a notch.
Yeah.
Miss your second attempt. Heart rate goes up another notch.
Yeah. Then it gets very nerve-wracking.
And you think the world's going to end, and actually it's just sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you wake up the next day.
Yes. It's a weird thing that you mature into as an athlete, is that actually the sun will rise tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you're going to be okay. Even if it's a bad comp, and as an athlete, you have bad comps. Luckily for Rohan, he's got 2 more attempts, so we'll follow him out. Here he comes, down the tunnel.
He'll make light work of the clean, so just needs to tidy up that jerk.
Well, yeah, we know he can get it overhead, no problem. It'll just be about how hard he can punch those elbows in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think that's okay. Yeah, majority decision. Good lift.
So he's now got points on the board now to put towards the Australian team.
He just gave it more, especially on that left side. I think the referee saw the right elbow on that one though, the central one.
Yeah.
Was a majority decision, but he's in. He has done a total, and that's what he needed to do as part of this comp, because it is a team event where your totals are calculated, and he will have now his score added to the Australian team total. Now, for those that don't understand, this is a new concept. We thought we'd put it together for this event, the Weightlifting Festival. This is the first United Masters Weightlifting Federation comp. Teams were entered in teams of 10. So 10 Australian lifters, 10 New Zealand lifters, and 10 Oceania lifters. And your score is your Masters Adjusted Sinclair formula, So you get extra points if you're a little bit older, and it's a weight-to-weight ratio. And then overall is the total accumulated points. Okay, let's come back to the main platform because Mark Livingston, Australia, is ready to lift. Good work, Mark.
That is a good lift. That is, we've had 60 kilos of Titans.
Good lift for Mark.
Cole is now on Boris for his first attempt.
So what do you got?
That is Boris when the clock has started.
So just waiting. There's not a lot of action happening out on stage. Call is on Boris, but Boris doesn't look like he's anywhere to be seen. There he goes. Going out to the disco hall. There he comes on stage. Past the grassroots entry banner. Good lift. Oh, that's a good lift for Boris.
A New Zealand Masters record. That is, we have 61 kilos on the bar.
Boris is going to get 2 minutes, so we'll be able to watch the whole lot. It's a great shot, isn't it? With the tohu in the background.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool, actually.
Yes, I quite like black and white, but we were convinced to put a bit of colour this year. Thank you, John. We're just talking about the colour and the makes a bit more of a vibrant image. It's actually, if you look closely at the background when we're looking at it, that is 2 sails. They are the sails of the waka that travelled from the Pacific to the original 5 waka that came down to Aotearoa. They are the travellers. And we thought it would be relevant because we have the Oceania region coming to New Zealand. So there's some meaning behind that.
Oh.
The sailors or the travellers of the Pacific. It's that right elbow. He's certainly not got any issues taking it overhead, but it's just the technical elements of blocking out.
Yeah.
So just keep your eye on his right arm. And it just sneaks itself in, and it's just a bit too much for the referees to...
Do you reckon he just needs to drop a little bit more?
Yeah. It's something that, and I'm a masters lifter, as we become a little bit older, we sometimes become a little bit less confident. No, it's not, maybe not the mobility, but the confidence to throw your elbows in aggressively.
Oh, yeah.
So just going back to that, yeah, the sails, the 2 sails of the waka haurua, which was the 2-hulled wakas that came from the Pacific to Aotearoa. And you'll see those images in our opening videos as well. It's the welcoming of our Oceania family to here, Aotearoa, New Zealand, for the Weightlifting Festival 2024. Masters Tri-Nations today, and then tomorrow we start with the Olympic qualifiers, which is the 2024 Oceania Championships. Here is Boris out for his second attempt, 63. didn't quite get to arm's length fast enough. Referees weren't as lenient this time. Oh, I missed it a little bit, but there you go. Just presses it ever so slightly towards the end. You worked out Boris's age, didn't you?
Yes, he's 77, if I recall.
77. Nice work. So,
I think he'll be the second oldest in this session.
so this is what's happening out the back. We've still got a fair bit of lifting to go. So, this is New Zealand at the moment. This is New Zealand, Australia, Oceania, but over the course of the week, 20 different nations from the Oceania region participating. From Marshall Islands, Nauru, Kiribati, right through to your big players, Australia, New Zealand, Samoa, Fiji. It's a big week of lifting. It's free entry down here at the Dewdrop Events Centre. So if you are in the Auckland region, pop along. We're here all day today, and from 10 o'clock tomorrow, there is 3 weightlifting sessions. And then over the weekend as well. And we'll be bussing in schools from tomorrow onwards. Twice a day, we're bussing in schools to fill up the stadium. And they do a whole heap of activations while they're here as well. Here's Boris for his 3rd attempt. He shook his head too. I think he... Did he know?
He must have. Yeah. But he shouldn't have shook his head. Always act like you got it.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
I think I learned that one from old Douglas Saccone Fraser.
He nods. Yeah.
Celebrates even when it's a blatant press.
But you just see Boris as he shakes his head as he puts it down. Referees go, well, thanks for telling us. Let's go back to the scoreboard. Well done, Boris. You got on the board and you contributed your total. That's what matters the most. You got 4 from 6, so it's not a bad day at the office. In my world, 3 from 6 was a good day. Okay. We're going back to the main platform because Mark is not wasting any time. Referees make him hold an eternity. Well, good decision.
He does point to his right elbow when he steps onto the platform, and that's just to indicate to the refs that he can't actually physically lock it out. So, and that just prevents them from giving him a red light for that.
He does have quite a pressing movement.
I think a few of them have, though, haven't they?
Yes, they have. That's all you need to do is convince the referees that it's okay. It's successful.
And even lower, is it? Gently.
That's carefully putting the plates down, looking after our
brand new elite equipment.
Brand new.
Coopers have 70 kilos on the bar.
It's not cheap, is it? Yeah, we got Jack of all shots.
I think he's just all shots now.
Oh, all shots. All shots media taking our photos for the weekend.
I think you can follow him on Instagram with
all shots.
Yeah, all shots.
He's producing some good content.
Yeah, and not just from weightlifting, from all walks of life, from sport to weddings.
Yeah, get in contact, give him a follow. Here comes Grant. First attempt, 70 kilos.
Nice, easy opener there.
Good lift.
That's a good lift.
Loaded. Smoothie have 70 kilos tightened. Carl is on mark for his third attempt.
I do appreciate how quickly these guys are coming to the platform. Mainly because at the completion of each round, we get half an hour break. And if these guys take forever, it means we are non-stop talking all day. And then you combine that by 7 days, and then you'll find me investors struggling towards the end of the week. Here we go. Mark coming out for his third attempt. Let's go, Mark. Finish it off. 70 kilos. I think that was
definitely a push press there.
yeah, pretty strong. Like, that's a decent push press. But
Loaded. Smoothies have 71
Mark's
kilos
going to have to
on
work
mark.
with his coaches on
Carl is on Andrew
I guess
for his first
just
attempt.
dipping under the bar a little bit more aggressively to receive the bar overhead.
Yeah, I wonder if that comes down to shoulder mobility as to why he doesn't do that. Because he does have that lockout problem in his right arm.
Yeah, it was just a bit too slow through that midsection. Get out of that, and we'll go back to the main stage. Here's Andrew. Andrew showed us that he's got no mobility issues. He's quite dynamic under the barbell. No problem. Andrew's into the competition.
I'd be pretty happy if I could move like that when I'm 63 years old.
You're really good at calculating ages really quickly.
It's being Asian.
Just maths, is it? Like
Yeah.
rains down numbers. And as I said, he's quite dynamic under the barbell. And that's the confidence in your own mobility, right? You're not hesitant at any point.
Yeah, I mean, as long as your joints aren't hurting too much, I guess.
Yeah. Just trying to see quickly the end of his lift because we've got another athlete out on stage. Who's that, Vesta?
Oh. I can't say the name.
Good lift. Loaded. Smoothies have 73 kilos on the bar. Carl remains with Boshan for his sixth.
Boshan?
Boshan.
That's why I threw you that curveball right there. Where it is.
Didn't want to butcher that one.
Boshan.
Boshan.
Thank you, Lotus. Boshan, your 2-minute clock has started.
We just picked that up off the main announcer, Medea. Thank you, Medea, for letting us know how to pronounce Boshan's name.
Carl goes to Andrew for his second.
He certainly loves being on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon if we gave him the opportunity, he'd stand there all day like that. It's a good start for the comp for him.
Thank you, Lotus. Andrew, your 1-minute clock has started.
So that's our current scoreboard. Andrew's making his way back up on stage. He's got 74 kilos listed. Second attempt. Here we go. For taking a while. Oh, what was that for?
I think there might have been a wobble on the left arm there.
Let's have a look. We're looking for something that the referees saw that said didn't quite meet the rules and regulations. You reckon left arm? Oh,
There.
so subtle. Yeah, you just got to squeeze it in a bit more stable there, Andrew. Certainly not an issue getting it to arm's length, but just being stable under it to convince those referees. Let's have a look out back. There's no one on stage. Andrew has a 2-minute call. There's a couple of last-minute warm-ups happening over the back. Oh, that's Richard Wong out the back. Gabrielle Peach. Come on, Gabby, give us a dance. There you go.
She knows it's on her.
That's pretty good vision for Gabby, because that TV out the back's not huge. And
No.
she saw that from that far away.
Must be just a sixth sense. She knows the camera's on her.
Okay, so Andrew has moved up to 75 kilos.
2-minute clock has started.
Just off stage. Here he goes. Come on, Andrew.
So this will be his final lift of the competition.
He's had a good day. If he can nail this, it'll just... This is important because it builds his total, which contributes to the Aussie team. Yeah, nice clean. Oh, squeeze it, keep squeezing it. Yeah, referees like that one. Well done, Andrew. Great competition. Good lifting. And again, thanks for making the effort to come over. We really appreciate it. Just, you can see how hard he was working just to maintain that time.
Yeah.
Had to work hard for it.
Boshan.
Bishan out for his second, so let's...
Amping up the crowd there.
Yeah. Oh, referees didn't like it. Oh, he was confused too.
Yeah, I think so am I a little bit actually.
Let's have a look. What did the referees see that we didn't? That's the question. Certainly nice and patient.
Thank you, letters. Bochan, your 2-minute clock has started.
It's a little slow on the left. I think he just didn't quite punch that left elbow in hard enough to start with.
Lotus, Lucas has 78 kilos on the bar. On Brent for his second attempt.
Turning out the back. It's That's our other videographer for the week in photography, Sweet Drops. Going to be pumping out the content again for us. Okay, we're going to come back to the main stage because we have Grant ready to go. Boyd's second attempt, 78. He's had a bit of a break, hasn't he?
Yeah, actually, I haven't seen him out here for a little bit. Makes for a tight competition, which is good. Nice solid jerk there. 2-1. Majority decisions. I think there might have been a little bit of a double movement there in the clean.
We didn't see this because I didn't catch it in slow. Good jerk. What do you mean by double movement, Vesta?
So he didn't get it to his shoulders in the straight away, so then he had to basically come up from
that's what
from
they
there.
in the rule books they call it a dirty clean, I think.
A dirty
A
clean.
dirty clean.
Sounds very technical.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? Calling something a dirty clean. Is that the correct term of oxymoron? Am I even saying that correctly?
I know maths, not English.
Okay. But like it's clean, but it's dirty, and it's a dirty clean. Basically, you have to take it to the front rack without sliding it up off the chest.
Yeah.
And that's, I believe it's actually truly called in the rule box a dirty clean. Okay, the man is back. Charm. Yeah, he's not wasting time. The loaders aren't even ready. Malachi and Numi, they'll be lifting later in the week for the New Zealand team. Thanks, guys, for chipping in today. It's really appreciative. Good thing about loading the copper, it gets you used to going up and onto the stage.
Yeah.
Always had to work harder for that clean. No, too much. Good effort. Thanks for the entertainment. I do like watching him.
Yeah. But he's got himself a total, so he'll add that to the Australian team's points.
Yeah. So for those wondering what we're talking about, this is not an individual competition for the Masters. You're in a team of 10. So 10 Aussie lifters, 10 New Zealand lifters, 10 Oceania lifters. And it's collective Sinclair, Masters Sinclair points. So you get points weight lifted versus body weight and additional points on age as well. And they are a collective total, and that's how we're going to end up with our Tri-Nations champion. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the referees have given him the down signal. So it's called a dirty clean.
And if the refs determine that at the clean, they'll give them the down signal
Yeah,
before
so
attempting the jerk.
We'll see it that Grant takes it low and then shifts it up. And that's a movement that's not allowed. And the referees, once you see a movement that's not allowed, you have to make your decision on that. So they don't let him go overhead because effectively they're going to red light him anyway. So they all agreed at that point.
I think two of them had agreed at that point, and that's all you need for that down signal.
Yeah. So Grant, if you go back and watch that, that's what you were adjudicated on. Here's Reno, first attempt.
We're going to get a split clean.
No. And he's in the comp. It's a good start for Reno.
Cole remains with Reno for his second attempt.
So a lot of these lifters reasonably new to the scene. I believe I met Reno for the first time at the Masters World Cup that we hosted last year.
Yeah. Had a lot of new faces there as well.
Yeah, and it's great to see that a lot of them have continued on with Masters weightlifting. So he's into the competition. Not a lot of action happening on stage.
He's have 85 kilos on the bar.
Bars are changing. Here's Mr. Harvey down there. I'm just going to zoom into those socks. We get that shot. Oh, I got the shot.
Got
now.
the stripes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful set. There's Paul Poland refereeing. Oh, we can go back and get a double.
Oh, and the polka dots.
Yeah. Barbara Grieve, centre referee.
Your 1 minute clock has started.
We'll go back to the main platform because here comes Robert.
Like a tidy opener, and you got 3 white lights for that one.
Yeah.
Loaders, can we have 86 kilos on the bar,
We've
please?
still got quite a few lifters to come into the comp.
Yeah.
Plenty of height in that clean. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of time because Reno's not coming out just yet.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah. Really good opening lift. So we will just come out of this and go to Reno. This is his second attempt, 86 kilograms.
Good lift. Loaders, can we please have 87 kilos on the bar? Call is on Anthony for his third attempt.
So quite a comfortable second for him as well. Not struggling. Dip, drive, good structure. A little bit of a sidestep onto that recovery.
Clock has started.
Certainly doesn't look like he's at his maximum weights. And he does have one final lift remaining. We're going to come back to the main stage because we have Anthony coming for his first lift, 87 kilograms. And
Good lift.
good lift into the competition for Anthony.
Can we please have 88 kilos on the bar?
So far, everyone's managed to secure a total.
Mm.
Will make for a very interesting result.
So this is the first group of men. We do have another group of men this evening. So we've still got another women's group, another men's group as part of this Masters first day. It's a big first day. Like, we're getting through 60 lifters.
Thank you, Loaders.
All of our Oceania days from tomorrow when we run into the Oceania Championships, the Paris Olympic qualifier, we're only running 3 sessions per day. So it makes life a little easier for us. But
Any sessions you're looking forward to in the coming days?
men's 89.
Yeah,
You've
who's in
got
that one?
Olympian Cameron McTaggart.
Yeah.
Commonwealth Games silver medalist Kyle Bruce
Yep.
and Oliver Saxon,
Up and coming lifter from
Australia.
as well.
And I think Cam is not in contention for the Olympics because he didn't choose to do the full amount of required comps
yeah,
to focus on work and life and business.
it's a very complicated
Whereas-
criteria.
Yes, but the other two Aussies are,
Yeah.
and they're of similar abilities. So
Yes.
and we're down to the last two Olympic qualifiers. So now it's just you've got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah, I think if I recall correctly, Kyle's currently
In the lead.
yeah.
So here's Robert.
That is a good lift.
It'll be, like I said, it'll be quite an interesting comp because like McTaggart can perform under pressure,
Yeah,
and those other guys potentially are going to be thinking about each other.
yeah. Because they're hitting what mid 40s.
Mid 40 snatches,
Yeah, all three of them.
80s clean and jerk. Cam's a little bit lower than 80s clean and jerk.
Yeah, he's definitely got the strength to push it though.
He just needs a breakthrough competition.
Yeah. I think his training looked like it had been going well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because he's doing a lot of coaching
Yeah.
first.
How did you find that when you were doing the transition into coach athlete?
I thought it was okay because it keeps you occupied and it doesn't let you build and be like sitting there thinking about it too much because you're preoccupied.
Yeah.
Here's the socks.
He's got
Anthony.
matching wristbands as well.
Yep. Yeah, Anthony's doing well. To me, majority of this
That is
is
a
a good lift.
Voters, can we have 19, 19 kilos taken, please?
So Anthony is 2 from 2. He's having a good day. He's lifting for the Oceania team. As mentioned, the Oceania team is a collective of athletes from Australia, New Zealand, and the Oceania region to fill that team.
Yeah. Do we know where Anthony's from?
He's down. Oh, I've got in my head. Levin. Maybe someone at home can correct me, but I do know that this is his daughter's lifting as well, Lauren. Reno for his third attempt.
Nice solid lockout there. Gets 3 white lights for that one.
Good lift.
Got a look for Reno. He's very happy with that.
Yeah,
Good
we'll
day.
finish with 5 out of 6 on that one. And that first attempt was just nerves as well, wasn't it? So,
Yeah. Big set of his breath. Good dip. Good line.
Anthony, your 1 minute clock has started.
A bit of grimace.
Voters, can we
Gotta love the facials and lifting, don't you?
Always going to end up with a great photo.
Yeah.
I remember at the Rio Olympics, the background was green. So all of these green screen edits came out of people doing different things. And there was one, what was it?
Voters, Anthony,
David Katautau
Yeah.
doing his dance, and then someone edited him at a rave doing his dance. Because you couldn't see that he was at a weightlifting comp. He's just doing his dance. Here's Anthony for his third attempt, 92 kilos. Big stage, lots of lighting. This will be the biggest stage that most of these guys will ever step onto. Oh, referees.
What are they going to say? Oh, 2-1.
He had to get his feet in line. That's why I think they made him hold it for quite a while. You'll see he was slightly staggered when he recovers. And I think the referees were making him wait because the rules are you have to return your feet to line. Or was it something else?
I thought I saw soft elbows.
Well, he just dragged that
But-
right foot and then he got given the down
Yeah.
signal.
Definitely a little bit delayed on the down signal, though.
Yeah. Let's go have a look out the back because there's a lot of people standing around.
Paul is on Johan for his first attempt.
The Masters team had that shirt put together specifically. Here's Johan. There's a few Kiwis sitting around. Andy Jameson, Richie Wong in the grassroots waiting area. Those are our three main partners there, newzealand.com, Sport New Zealand, Auckland Unlimited, and Grassroots. So we thank you for the support.
Without them, a competition like this wouldn't be possible. So
No way. Yeah, there's been a lot of investment put into this. A lot. To bring an Olympic qualifier to New Zealand. We haven't had Oceanias in New Zealand since 2008.
yeah, I think I missed out on those ones, and then I just missed out on these ones.
Here's Johan. He had a good day with the snatch, 3 from 3.
Nice and easy.
Oh, I don't think they're going to like that left elbow. No,
I think no left.
didn't think so.
We have 95 kilos tightened, please.
Just-
Paul is on Andy for his first attempt.
Just we're looking at his left elbow in this. Never got to length. And then threw it under.
And he's not wasting any time. He's already on the platform.
So Andy Jameson looking to buy into the competition. If successful, will give him his first total. Yep. Referees say good lift, 95 kilos. Success.
Please have 95 kilos tightened. Paul
And
is on Richard for his first attempt.
he will bank that into his total. We know BNZ is tuned in to watch Andy today. What a great sponsorship opportunity, BNZ, for Weightlifting New Zealand. Just saying. We'll go back out because Richie Wong's ready to go.
Could have your own banner in the background. Just playing with the weights now.
That's a great lift. Yep.
Good lift.
It is a good lift.
Photos. Please have
You know what's right? I'm just watching this comp right now. We've got
Paul is on Johan.
the boys loading the bar. We've just got Richie. So Richie's lifting.
Yeah.
But from tomorrow, he's New Zealand team coach. So he's coaching for the rest of the week as part of New Zealand, but contributing here. The boys loading the bar. Numi, Malachi, lifting in the New Zealand team. Medea is announcing the comp, lifting in the New Zealand team in the coming weeks. Like, just already, everyone's.
Contributing towards the success of this comp.
Yep, before they've even participated in it. So,
And then more will help out at the end.
Johan, second attempt was his left arm that we were looking at last time.
Clean's not a problem.
That's better.
And yeah.
Yeah, referees like it.
Good lift. Photos. Please have 95 kilos tightened. Paul is on
Yeah,
Robert.
no problem on that left side this time. Does do a little shimmy as he steps. You just got to keep squeezing all the way through. So we're saying just before, this is the first time New Zealand's hosted the Oceanias. So at the moment, what we're watching is the Tri-Nations, but from tomorrow we move into the Oceania Championships. We haven't hosted that since 2008, which was also the last time we had an Olympic qualifier in New Zealand for
Was when you
Beijing.
got your
That is-
first Olympics, wasn't it?
That was the event that I qualified for my first Olympics at, which is pretty special. It qualified me for Beijing. Here's Robert for his third attempt.
This is to go 6 out of 6.
Oh, I don't think he's going to get it. No.
That's
It is unfortunate. He runs off stage. And I look out the back and being coached by Cam Urgut, who's going to be lifting in the New Zealand Oceania team as well.
yeah, and this is his first Oceania team, I think.
Yeah, yes, it is. So, pretty cool to see so many athletes already contributing to this event. But we have coming up tomorrow, Dika Tor trying to qualify for her 6th Olympic Games.
Yeah, I believe she was the first female to do 5 Olympics.
5, and now she's going for 6.
Yeah,
And she was the first ever women's lifter to ever lift at the Olympics as a 49 kilo lifter at the Sydney Olympic Games.
yeah.
So there you go. That's
It's a pretty accomplished career.
Yep. I'm going to catch Richie just walking on past. No one's in the waiting area. Here comes Richie up on stage. And this is his second. He's just making light work of most things.
Oh, full clean even.
Good lift. for Richie.
Good lift.
Not a problem.
Also known as Red Light Richie.
Yeah, he's tough on the judging. We know that much. He's also an IWF category referee. He's got to be one of the strictest referees worldwide, I reckon.
Yeah.
If not the strictest referee in the world.
Just got to hope you don't have him as a ref.
You know why? I reckon because he's got elbows that look like that, and he thinks everybody's elbows should look like that. Holds people to his own standards,
Yeah.
which is not a bad thing, but my elbows do not look like that. So we have Johan coming to stage. He's had a good day. He's missed out on his first lift, just being a bit, he left that left arm a bit slow in the lockout, but he good correction on his second. This is an important lift for the New Zealand team. Yeah. Beautiful lift. Patient. Waits for the referee. He's have a good day. 5 from 6.
101 kilos on the bar.
Really? That first lift was just, what? Casual? Because he made
Yeah.
2 consecutive really good corrections.
Definitely a little bit more aggression in these other two.
Thank you, letters. Andy, your 1 minute clock. has
Okay,
started.
so Andy's come back to try and increase his total. He's moving through to 101. Not to be.
That was a no. He does have another chance to try and get that 101.
Sounds like you've run out of bank puns.
I have run out of bank puns. I was just waiting on. I was thinking how I could add something to this, but I don't know. If you ask me, he didn't commit and he just withdrew from this one.
There we go.
Like, sometimes you've just got to make a decision and go with it. And if you're hesitant with your movements, sometimes you just got to trust your intuition.
Yeah.
Just go with it. He didn't get this overhead. He left it out the front. Yeah, it just was very difficult to hold 101 kilos slightly forward of the body. He'll have to go out back and consider his options. That's what's happening in the warm-up. Let's go have a look. There he is, the man of the moment. 2-minute clock.
Waving to all his fans.
In the Grassroots waiting area. Thanks, Grassroots Trust, for your support of this event. Couldn't do it without you. Okay. Andy will make his way back up on stage. Let's follow him to the bar. So this really is the final installment for Andy. Let's see if he can pay it off. Yeah, hold it.
That's a lot better.
Yep.
Zero hesitation on that one.
Yeah, my interest rate's just peaked. Good work, Andy. Oh, that's a new,
MWF?
yeah, Masters, the new Masters Federation world record, which is an established so it's a newly established record for the United Masters Weightlifting Federation.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was a bit of now there's two Masters Weightlifting World
Oh,
Federations.
so they still kept the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
They developed this one to make it a bit more inclusive of different. Andy certainly dug deep for that last lift. Good work, Andy. We're going to zoom out because Emilio's out for his first attempt. Don't know. Yeah, I thought that left arm wasn't quite structural. It's not the start that he wanted in this clean and jerk. It's going to put him under a bit of pressure now, I think.
Yeah, I think the key now will be to just controlling those nerves.
Like, I'm looking at his physique. He carries a lot of muscle, eh?
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, it's a weird thing. Weightlifters, we want muscle, but we don't want to carry too much that it makes your mobility restricted.
Yeah, I definitely would always try and keep my arms more relaxed rather than tense overhead to get a better lockout.
So for those at home wondering why, he just couldn't quite get that to arm's length in one go, and it just looked a bit tight. So he's going to be sitting out the back. Is he sitting out the back? I can't see him. No, he's gone walk off. Because we have, who's coming to the platform?
Ishan.
Ishan? Let's follow Ishan on.
He's the last lifter to come out, isn't he? Oh no, we've got one more.
Well, Ishan nailed his last snatch lift. So he's got a big total already. Well, he doesn't have a big total already. He's about to accumulate a big total.
Nice and quick.
Yeah. He has a lot of experience.
Yeah.
He's been lifting for most of his life.
From back in Iran,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So Isan came over during the Masters Games. When was that? Back in 2000 and
17.
okay, and stayed on, and is now truly a Kiwi.
I think got his citizenship last year, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, he got his citizenship just before the Masters World Cup.
Yeah.
Went on to win it, and got to stand on the podium with the New Zealand anthem, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So Amelia's coming on stage. I'm just going to give you a glance at the scoreboard. So that's we're down to. We've got one more lifter still to enter, and Joshua. But here's Amelia. He needs to get this lift to get into the comp.
Went a bit deeper in the clean there. And that's a better lockout.
Yeah. He's in the comp. Yep.
Yeah. Right, now we can relax a little bit.
Yeah. Much better execution. So good, stayed connected, but you can just see how much more he put into that structure on that one.
Yeah.
105. Change of athlete calls on Rich.
That's a lot of muscle. Needs it. 105 kilos doesn't put itself above its head. So he'll be happy with that. Yep. Out the back.
Richie
walking
Wong's
around.
coming out now.
We'll go back to the main platform because here he comes.
So this is his third and final attempt and a chance at 6 out of 6.
He's lifted really tidy.
Not bad for no training, eh?
I think that was creeping up towards
Definitely a bit slower, eh?
Yep. Still well executed, but I think that was more of a like, oh, I'm now realizing I'm at weights that need training.
It's got a nice early arm bend as well. Probably should work on that one, Richie.
Ooh, yeah. He does have such a good jerk. A little bit slower in the lockout. Let's have a look. Just, I was looking at his right arm. Just a little. It's still good. I'm not going to complain about that. Good work, Rich.
I think his other ones have been so fast that that one just looked a little bit slow in comparison.
Yeah. Nice jerk. Josh with 107.
106.
106, sorry. And it moved to 107 straight away. I missed that. So that was his first. Good jerk. Arm's length. Real tidy.
So the call is on Josh. He'll probably go up though.
Yep. There's not a lot of action happening on stage.
And then Ishan is now being called out at 111. Now he's probably going to have one of the bigger totals in the session, isn't he? But yet being one of the lighter lifters, he'll produce a lot of points towards their team.
I think he won overall best lifter at the Masters World Cup last year.
Okay. So that, yeah, they have a pretty high Sinclair then to do that.
Yeah. And then, did he recently go to Japan? They had a Tri-Nation, New Zealand, Australia, Japan at the Friendship Cup.
Yeah.
And I think he did quite well in terms of an overall position there as well.
Okay.
Nope. He's gone. Let's go back to the main stage. No. He's quite composed on the platform. Just looking at All Shots Media, that was a shot he would have taken, I guarantee it.
We'll see it on his page a bit later on.
Isan, second attempt, 111. This is a massive lift. 73 kilos body weight. Oh, it's good too.
Nice.
Good lifting.
UMWF clean and jerk record, and the total record too.
Oh, we just got announced that was a whole heap of records. I won't go through them. New Zealand records, United Masters Weightlifting Federation records, totals records. That's a good jerk. It's a good lift. He's pretty pumped about that too.
Right, Emilio's third and final attempt here in the clean and jerk. Let's see if he can execute it like that last one.
Just got to keep working when he gets overhead. I don't think the clean's an issue for him.
Oh,
Yeah, what's that overhead for him again? Even though he takes it to arm's length.
there was no hiding that one.
No. Just, yeah. For those wondering, rules of weightlifting is you have to take the arms to lock out, and didn't quite push through on that.
Is there talk of abolishing that rule?
No.
I believe I might have read an article.
Oh, there's been articles for years.
Oh, okay.
If I had my way, it'd be like, yeah, if you get it above your head in the desired fashion,
Yeah.
snatch or clean and jerk, I would be. There's nobody out in the waiting room. Why have I gone to that? Go back to side of stage. There he is, Josh. He's strong, that's for sure. Let's see if he can lock it out. He reminds me of a Aussie lifter, Chris Ray.
Oh, okay.
Lifted Commonwealth Games gold medalist.
When was that?
Oh, that was a long time ago. I think Chris Ray was maybe Melbourne 2006. Gosh, I'm showing my age. That's quite a long time ago now, wasn't it?
Now you can say back in my day.
He'll be happy with that. He's got good elbows.
Right, got two more lifts left in the competition between Ishan and Josh.
It's like, oh, is it almost flirting in weightlifting, isn't it? Oh, I like your elbows. Oh, thank you. Couple of ways, like you go up to someone, oh, look at your traps. It's like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at your lockout.
Or your limb lengths.
Yeah. Look at your torso to quad ratio. Okay, here we have Isan for his third. Just him and Josh left. This is a huge lift. 116 kilos going on the bar. Numi, one of the strongest juniors in the Oceania region, and Malachi, one of the strongest seniors. Need the big guys just to load the bar up for Isan. And then he's 73 kilos and has to lift it himself. So those guys lifting later on in the week at the Oceania Championships. They're going to be putting close to 200 kilos above their heads. Here's Isan. 116. This is a new New Zealand Masters record, a new United Masters weightlifting world record.
And total as well.
And total and everything else. Oh, he's got the clean. Oh,
Nice.
good jerk. What a great jerk. He's
Brings up intensity.
I love it. Pumped. Pumped. Good man. And we still have Josh to go. There's one lift remaining. He stood there for a long time. I was like, is he gonna... I was just worried that maybe he'd changed his routine between jerk, but no, he nailed it.
Maybe just need a little bit of more time to compose himself for the heavier weights.
Pumped too, yeah, he's enjoying this big stage. This will be one of the biggest stages that these athletes lift on. So we've got Josh, he's going to finish the comp for us. So 116 kilos, third attempt. Oh, good lift. Yeah. Not a problem. Well done, Josh. Great way to end session 2. That was pretty impressive lifting all around.
Yeah, got a lot of green on the board, which is always a good sign.
Yeah, we'll get to watch that in its entirety. Making good time on these comps too. Didn't think we would push through this so quickly. I'm quite happy. Josh stepped that up. Then he's got such a good lockout. I don't think he's got an issue once he stands it up. I think he's quite confident overhead.
Yeah.
Locks it in. Always good to have a successful lift to finish off the event. Well, thank you, Vesta, again for joining me in the commentary team. Thank you, everyone at home, for tuning in. We do have our next session starting at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Yes? 2 o'clock? Maybe 3. It's in the live stream setting anyway.
B2, it's 1:30 now.
So that's a lot of green. Love it. So you are watching the Masters Tri Nation, New Zealand, Australia, Oceania, as part of the 2024 Weightlifting Festival. Tomorrow we carry on with the Oceania Championships, which is an Olympic qualifier, and that runs through to Sunday. We're at the Judop Event Centre with support from Auckland Unlimited, NewZealand.com, Sport New Zealand, Grassroots Trust, and a raft of others to bring us this event. It's just kicking off, and it's going to grow through the week. In the meantime, we're going to play you out, and we will be back with you shortly.
Human beings in a mind. What's a mind to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in